Welcome to Avenger News. I'm Danny DeHeck, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. Breaking news, DAO terminated. What is a DAO? A decentralized autonomous organization. It is a system developed to distribute decision-making, management, and entity ownership. Was Boomerang Affiliate Marketing 3.0 had applied to be a DAO and it's been terminated. What does this mean? Shavez originally wanted to create a DAO. A DAO is a separate legal entity. It's basically if something goes wrong, instead of a person being responsible, the autonomous organization would be wrong. Wyoming in the United States allows DAOs to be registered. Shavez applied on behalf of We Are All Satoshi, otherwise known as WAS, and they called it Affiliate Marketing 3.0. And if you look at their pitch deck, currently they're using Affiliate Marketing 2.0. It was approved, but then they realized it had not proven valid public identifier, which is one of the conditions needed to have a DAO. And this is considered false or fraudulent information. What do they do about this? Well, they contacted Shavez back in April, giving him 60 days to correct the false information. Shavez failed to do so. So, for this reason, the DAO standing was thus forfeit. They are no longer a DAO. I want to play you a video. What is the concussions of this no longer being a DAO? Is it important?
Perfect. Thank you for that. Very much appreciated. So we are looking at setting an ideal of what we are. Most of you, if not all of you, know now that we are transitioning into being a DAO. So that means we're a decentralized autonomous organization. That means it's not specifically run or owned by a particular person. We are all essentially shareholders in the company.
It also means that you will be responsible when things go wrong. You could actually find yourself in the courtroom. So it may be actually a blessing that they lost their status as a DAO. Now, what we do have here, I'll need to flip windows, and we will bring up the actual documentation from the state of Wyoming. I should say. So this is the official document. Now, what does it mean? Well, it says inactive, administratively dissolved. If you hold your finger over the mouse here, you've got 4 options to explain exactly what that means. And I'm going to read them all.
Active. This entity has met all filing requirements of the Secretary of State's office. Inactive. Administratively dissolved or revoked. Tax. This entity has failed to file the required annual report by the 60th day following its due date. Inactive. Administratively dissolved or revoked. No agent. This entity has failed to maintain a registered agent in this state. Inactive. Administratively dissolved or revoked. Other. An administrative action has been taken against this entity.
Right, sounds pretty serious. In fact, it's the third to worst you can ever have. The Avengers have actually been trying to get this dissolved earlier. However, they've told us that the information that we had was hearsay, but they have now found a clause to actually archive this. What does archiving mean? Well, let me read this. Listen to this one.
Current. This term has 2 definitions, depending on the status of the entity. If the entity is active and current, then the entity has continued to meet all filing requirements of the Secretary of State's office. 2. If the entity is inactive and current, the entity has 2 years from the inactive date to remedy any delinquencies, Failure to remedy results in a substatus of archived. Archived, this entity has come to the end of its life cycle and can no longer reinstate.
So as you can notice that this DAO, which was inactive, is now archived, which means it can no longer, it is ended, it's over, it's game, it's dead, it's everything but over. There's no such thing as this entity. So let's have a little bit of a closer look at this. First thing we'll do is we'll look at the Decentralized Autonomous Organization Limited Liability Company. And this was just basically them filing to be a DAO. So they have bothered to do it. It must have meant something to them. So why would they let it lapse? Or why would they not provide the necessary information? And if you go right to the very bottom of this document, you'll see this is their Certificate of Organization, Affiliate Marketing 3.0 DAO LLC. And that is just a filing company, but that is what they had. But this is where the shit gets real. This is Wyoming Secretary of State. I'm no good at reading, but I have prepared for this to be read to you. And I'm going to read this on a computer over here, and let's just go through it one line at a time.
On April 9th, 2024, the Secretary of State's office was made aware that Affiliate Marketing 3.0 DAO LLC, the DAO, filing ID 2024-0014174111, appears to have provided an invalid or no longer valid public identifier.
So if you wanted to contact this DAO, this organization ran by not individuals, but a group of people, they had no identifier. And this was the requirement of having a DAO.
Pursuant to Wyoming Statute Section 1729-705, C.3, when a DAO LLC, or any of its members, B, has provided false or fraudulent information or has failed to correct false information upon request of the Secretary of State on any filing with the Secretary of State under this chapter, or C, cannot be served by either the registered agent or by mail or electronically by the Secretary of State acting as the agent for process, and it is in the public interest. The DAO is deemed to be transacting business within Wyoming, without authority, to have forfeited any franchises, rights, or privileges acquired under Wyoming laws, and shall be deemed defunct and to have forfeited its articles of organization or certificate of authority. Accordingly, with this notice, the Secretary of State is commencing the process for the forfeiture of the DAO's articles of organization pursuant to Wyoming Statute Section 1729-705, C.3.
Wow. The part I read there, with great joy and vigor, failed to correct false or misleading fraudulent information. False or fraudulent information. They filed false information. And this is what they investigated and was found to be true. Incredible.
We interpret an invalid or no longer valid public identifier as a failure of both 29-705, C.3b, and C as an inability to interact with the smart contract at the canonical address amounts to an inability to serve the DAO.
Just gets worse.
Pursuant to WS 1728-705, the Secretary of State may provide this notice by first-class mail or electronic means. We have elected to provide this notice to the DAO through electronic means, and it has been sent to the email address on file with the Secretary of State's office.
So they've notified Shavez, and he's done nothing about it. How long did he have to reply?
The DAO has 60 days from the service of this notice to correct the false information in their filings in a manner satisfactory to the Secretary of State's office. Please ensure timely compliance to avoid forfeiture.
So they filed false information and they emailed them telling them to correct the false information. They had 60 days to do so, and they've failed to do so, hence why they have been terminated.
If the false information is not corrected within 60 days from the date of service of this notice, the Secretary of State will administratively forfeit the DAO's articles of organization upon which it shall be deemed defunct.
This is just amazing. This is the best news ever.
In accordance with Wyoming Statute Section 1729-707, after being served with the notice of forfeiture, The DAO will have 2 years from the date of service to apply for reinstatement pursuant to Wyoming Statute Section 1716-1423.
And the last paragraph, which is the most exciting paragraph, is
This is the only notice you'll receive if the false information is not corrected. Affiliate Marketing 3.0 DAO LLC will have its articles of organization forfeited and it will be deemed
defunct. They don't have a DAO. Do you hear me, Shavez? Do you hear me? Do you hear the Avengers crying out to you? You don't have a DAO. You are nothing. You are now trading as an illegal entity. You don't have an organization. You shouldn't have sold $140 million worth of fake arbitrage trading licenses. How are people going to have any faith in anything you say now? DAO terminated. Oh, it's so amazingly good, isn't it? I got so excited about it, I'll be honest. I even wrote a blog about it. DAO terminated. Affiliate Marketing 3.0. We are all Satoshi. Boomerang. Fake arbitrage trading. There's even a video of me doing this recording live right now, playing. So, this is what I want to read you, is my story, my blog, because this takes it home to the cleaners, Shavez. Listen to these words, Shavez. This summarizes what I've just been talking about better than I can say myself.
Welcome to another explosive episode on the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger.
It's me.
I'm Danny DeHeck, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, and my mission is to expose and shame those running or promoting Ponzi schemes and scams. My channel aims to protect mum and dad investors from losing their hard-earned savings to the deceptive tactics of multi-level marketing bottom feeders. Today, we have a jaw-dropping story about Shavez and his failed attempt to establish a DAO, highlighting the crucial need for public awareness and vigilance. The story unfolds.
Here we go. The story unfolds.
The story unfolds. Shavez, an ambitious figure in the crypto world, set out to create a decentralized autonomous organization, DAO, which is a separate legal entity operating on blockchain technology. In the United States, only Wyoming allows the formation of DAOs, making it a unique and legally recognized structure. Shavez applied on behalf of WAS, naming the project Affiliate Marketing 3.0.
Oh, it sounds glorious.
Initially, Chavez's DAO received approval, seemingly marking a significant milestone. However, things quickly took a turn for the worse when it was discovered that the DAO had not provided a valid public identifier. This oversight is not just a minor error, it is considered false or fraudulent information under Wyoming law.
Fraudulent information under Wyoming law. That means people could not contact this company. They existed, but they have no contact at all. He had 60 days to fix it.
The legal fallout. On April 9, 2024, the Secretary of State's office in Wyoming issued a notice of administrative action to Affiliate Marketing 3.0 DAO LLC. The notice, sent via email to the registered agent, outlined the serious nature of the offense. According to Wyoming Statute Section 1729-705, C.3, a DAO that provides false or fraudulent information or fails to correct such information upon request is deemed to be transacting business without authority. This results in the forfeiture of any rights, franchises, or privileges acquired under Wyoming law, rendering the DAO defunct.
Defunct. Oh, that's a bit of font size, isn't it? Maybe I can get
The
some
Secretary
more
of
me in the
State
picture.
gave Shavez and his team 60 days to correct the false information. Unfortunately, Shavez failed to comply within the stipulated timeframe,
Poor
leading to the
Shavy.
DAO's forfeiture and defunct status. This administrative action highlights the importance of regulatory compliance and transparency in the cryptocurrency space.
Yeah, if you're going to get involved in anything to do with crypto schemes, then you want to make sure that you're transparent and people can contact you. You can't hide everything, especially on the blockchain, eh, Shavez? That fake arbitrage trading had us going there for a wee bit. Then all of a sudden we showed that you were just a fraudster and you were generating the results and the payments via the website code. My team of Avengers cracked that one, didn't they? And now you've lost your DAO status. What are you going to say tomorrow morning?
The bigger picture. Chavez's failed attempt to establish a DAO serves as a stark reminder of the risks associated with investing in poorly managed or fraudulent crypto ventures. As the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, my goal is to shed light on these schemes and prevent unsuspecting investors from falling victim to them. This case underscores the need for thorough due diligence and skepticism when dealing with new and seemingly innovative projects.
Well, now you've got some questions that you need to consider, Shavez. How about this?
While Chavez's DAO has been struck off, there are several critical questions that investors and regulators should consider when evaluating similar ventures.
Number 1.
Regulatory compliance. How does the company ensure compliance with financial regulations, especially regarding the offering of guaranteed returns? What licenses and regulatory approvals does the company have for operating its platform?
None. Absolutely none. You've got nothing, Shavez. You're just a scumbag. I do believe Shavez is a puppet. I have always said that. I believe that he is working for Hypertech Group. In fact, we have a video of Shavez saying that he is working for Hypertech Group when he was working for Sam Lee, when he was working for Stable Opinion, or as you may know it, Stable DAO.
Product viability and security. Can the company provide a detailed explanation of its algorithm, risk management strategies, and historical performance data? What security measures are in place to protect the platform and its users from potential cyber threats?
Yeah, nothing. You've got nothing going for your company now, Shavez. Well, your DAO. Oh, it's not a DAO. It was nothing. It's nothing.
Operational capacity. What steps have been taken to scale the platform's infrastructure to support anticipated growth? What is the current capacity of the team managing the platform? And are there plans to expand the team to handle increased demand?
Wow, he could always hire more staff if he got stuck. But hey, it doesn't look like you do that. In fact, we're about to listen to a little bit of a video from Joe, who said that Shavez works like a demon and he only probably gets 4 hours sleep a night. I think they're actually talking about me.
Financial transparency. Can the company provide audited financial statements or third-party verifications of its performance and financial health?
No.
How are the promised returns being generated and sustained over time?
It's a Ponzi scheme. We found the code in the website where if you traded on Boomerang between 2 exchanges and put down the same amount of money every time, you get exactly the same results. And even the people doing the presentations started playing around because we were watching their wallets. And we could see that they had realized that it was all fake as well. But they carried on selling these Boomerang licenses because they were getting the affiliate system gets 65% of the money goes into the affiliate platform. Unreal.
Launch delays. What were the specific reasons for any previous launch delays? And what measures have been put in place to ensure future timelines are met? How does the company plan to communicate transparently with investors about delays or issues?
It's not going to happen, is it? In fact, we've got so many claims that I can't even read them out to you. It would take longer than this whole video, and I don't want this video to go on. But we've got so many things. Let's just go for one of them. Where's the money from the Vault Horizon? And where's the certificate? And why is the money in Casher Bank? And where's the 3% going? Why isn't the bridge where I'm getting carried away? Let's just carry on. There's so many things that this company has claimed and never, even the certificate they've just claimed to got for Boomerang arbitrage Boomerang arbitrage trading. He says that it's got its certificate. It doesn't even tell us with who. Or he doesn't even want it to be on the blockchain because now he's telling you that he's worried his competitors are going to copy his code. It's going to turn into a straight Ponzi scheme. And you've got nothing to fall back on, not even a DAO.
Community and support. What support mechanisms are in place for investors, including customer service and technical support? How does the company plan to engage with and update its community of investors regularly?
I don't know about you guys, but even myself, I go into these the Zoom meetings every single day. I have 3 internet connections live at the same time. It doesn't matter what identity I am. As soon as I put my hand up, I get kicked out of the Zoom meetings every single time. The people that are able to ask questions seem to be staged. And I say that because they always say positive things. If you hang out in the chat groups and you listen to the conversations going on, especially in the German room, that was breathtaking. Good stuff, guys. They've proven that he is full of shit. You can't get support. They're telling us that everyone's whitelisted. Just 2 days ago, I was in the meeting because I had a day off yesterday, and people were saying they haven't been whitelisted. And Shavez goes, let me say that, or it's all part of the game. I don't know, but it's strange. Let's finish this blog up.
The downfall of Chavez's DAO is a cautionary tale for all involved in the cryptocurrency market. High promises of returns, operational delays, and ambitious scalability claims should be met with skepticism and thorough due diligence. Investors must seek independent financial and legal advice before committing funds to any project. Transparent communication from project leaders and verifiable information about operations and financial health are essential to assess the viability and reliability of any investment opportunity.
Oh, it just goes on. But remember,
Stay tuned to the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger as we continue to expose and shame those who prey on unsuspecting investors. Together, we can create a safer and more transparent financial landscape for everyone.
and we can. So if you want to read that blog, today, I don't know what it was, but it was like whack-a-mole day today. I actually published, I don't normally publish blogs, I haven't done for a while, but I actually have published 3 blogs today. This one here that I'm doing live, NFT rewards and scam or legitimate, miracle, cash and more. And of course, Carl, who's been trying to get my videos removed, which is friggin' hilarious. But he's devastated. Now they're all washed up scammers. I believe that the scammers, as I call them, are getting desperate. Times are hard. Tammy Jackson come on to one just a few days ago saying this is the one that we've been waiting for, because after Hyperverse, nothing has got traction like Hyperverse. I must admit, Boomerang, I do believe they will worm their way and keep it going. Shavez is seriously off to Vietnam now to go grab the money from the Vietnamese people. Yeah, that's what I just said. That's true. There was a guy in the chat room the other day said his community is 42,000 and Shavez is on a plane on the way over there. There's a couple of things we would like to change. Do you know anyone that works at Zoom? We would love to contact Zoom and ask them why they don't enforce Section 8 of their own policy, where you're not allowed to promote multi-level marketing on their platform. Why do they allow it? We have literally complained and had over 100 meetings removed. Today, I'm in these 2 meetings on Zoom, and they're promoting multi-level marketing. Why doesn't Zoom clean up their act? Do you know anyone of authority at Zoom? I've had in-depth conversations with them, and at one point, I could write to them and have a meeting shut down within 12 hours. The other thing I'd like to say, if you have any information, go to my website, theheck.com, click on the Contact Us page, and you can literally fill out a form here and tell us about anyone that you know is involved in any Ponzi scheme or scam. If you want to remain anonymous, then just use anonymous@gmail.com as the email address, and make sure you tick the box, keep it anonymous. But normally, these Ponzi schemes and scams grow because it's a friend or a family member that introduced you into it. However, things need to change. We can't carry on doing the same odd things, expecting the same results. My Avengers are amazing, but we're only a small little organization trying to do our best to warn mum and dad investors about these dirty, disgusting bottom feeders of the world. They are snake oil salesmen. That's who these guys are. So help us help you. And every bit of information you give to us is like a piece of a jigsaw puzzle. And I've been doing this for 3 years with the help of my Avengers. And I tell you what, the picture is becoming very clear. These Ponzi schemes and scams that are promoted in these Zoom meetings are getting watered down. They're getting more and more desperate. Over the last 2 weeks, we've had more success than we ever have. We've had Des Amy company removed because he wasn't filing correct taxation information. Bitcoin Rodney's incarcerated. Bitcoin Beauty has admitted guilt. Sam Lee's been charged. I've got May Summervu telling me I've ruined her life. Carl Harvardstein telling me that he hasn't been able to pay rent for the last month, blaming that he said something about how I wish he wasn't here anymore. I haven't said things like that, but these scammers are getting desperate. And this is a victory, another victory for the Ponzi Scheme Avengers. Now, I must admit, my mate Rob here, he actually broke the news. And I was listening to it last night and I thought, oh my goodness, I rang him up this morning and all day long, I had a day off today. I've been trying to get on here and do this breaking news story. But just before I play a little bit of Rob's videos, I just want to play the start of them. I want to go back to this guy here. And I'll have to just flip up my computer again. But I just want to zoom up until about 45 now. If you haven't heard this video of Joe's, it's breathtaking. I'm going to go in about from the very start, and I just want you to listen to how much belief that he has in Shavez. And this was him basically he had enough. And I remember listening to this video, And I thought, oh my God, this guy really must believe that Shavez is going to pull this through. He's basically putting his complete belief structure into Shavez and what Shavez is accomplishing. Or he's just the biggest bottom feeder of the world. He's just after the 65% of the money that goes into Boomerang, which is a product from We Are All Satoshi, with their new brand that they were trying to establish as a DAO called, I've forgotten now, what's it called? Affiliate Marketing 2.0 is what they're using, but they were trying to set up Affiliate Marketing 3.0 as their new brand. I've got their pitch decks, and they're using Affiliate Marketing 3.0. They've got it all ready to go. And they did that because they didn't want to be liable for anyone saying, you sold me an arbitrage trading license. I now want my money back. Now, you are the village people. You are the ones that have handed over your money. A lot of money has gone their way, and very, very little money has gone back to you. No one has made more money than they put in. This is a Ponzi scheme. They were using your money to give you back a little bit of your own money when they were doing the beta testing. Boomerang has been saying they're going to launch since the 1st of March. That's over 100 days. We Are All Satoshi have been telling people that they're going to fix the bridge that has been broken for over 150, maybe 160 days. They're releasing new products. Tomorrow morning, my time, New Zealand, 6 hours from now, I will not be here. I'm going to record and broadcast the meeting, but I will not be doing a commentary. In that meeting, we have been told this week that Shavez is going to come every day this week. He's been twice. I think it's twice, maybe once. He hasn't done what he said. He claims that tomorrow they have alleged that they are going to be launching this week. And now I've heard rumors it's going to be Monday. And then Monday it will be Wednesday. And then it will be 110 days of no launch. You are the village people. You have the power to storm the castle. When you're in those Zoom meetings, you need to put your hand up, even if you get kicked out. If you do, empty your computer cache and go and look at the session via a web browser, and you'll be able to log straight back in. But you won't. No, because they'll close the meeting. And if you listen to the terms and conditions at the start of the meeting that Joe reads out, it tells you that the meeting will be locked. As soon as you put your hand up, you're kicked out. You need to do something about this. On my website, there is a form, deheck.com. It's one of my blogs on the homepage. In the description of most of my videos, this one I used all 5,000 characters, so I had no room to put the link. You'll find a link to the form where you can go there and find it and fill out this information and report these guys to authorities. Or go to my website, submit your information to me, and I will put it in my database and we'll do something about it. Listen to Joe for a few minutes. We're only going to listen to this for probably about 3 minutes.
That was happening because obviously we would have been telling people we are currently in the beta version. And if they know what that means, then they'll go, oh, okay then. And if they don't know what that means, they would go, what does that mean? And we would explain it to them. So I would say, yes, certainly the people that I brought in, I was explaining, look, we are currently on the beta version. We're still going through testing. We'll be launching MVP roughly back then around March, April time. So yes, I was. If other leaders are not doing that, that's, I can't do that. I try my best to operate in an open, honest, and ethical way. But I can't justify other people. I know that there are leaders, not that I know personally, but I know that there are leaders in the community who don't operate in an ethical way. And they will say whatever they need to say to get people in, because the only thing they're interested in is filling their own pocket. And that's not who I am. I work hard to help all of my community because I want them to hit the next set of ranks. I want them to make money. But understand, be under no illusion, we're all here to make money. Of course I'm here to make money. And of course, by helping my community, I get paid. But that's the same for you. That's the same for everybody here. That's how this industry works. What an amazing industry. What an amazing way to make a living. To help people make money, you get paid. What an incredible way to make a living. I love this industry. It's been a long time. It's taken a long time to find a place.
What about delivering the product that you're selling? This is what really amazes me. These guys do not care about the product. In fact, none of these Ponzi schemes actually have a product or a service. So this is when Boomerang came along. They alleged they had a product. They didn't even make the product themselves. There was a guy called Pavel, and Pavel was meant to be the owner of Boomerang software. Now, just last week or 10 days ago, Carl Miller was in a chat room saying that Pavel was the creator of the program. We had trash shit, that one of the presenters telling us that they had to start from scratch. They're not consistent. This guy here is just deliriously happy that he can produce a product, well, sell a product and make a living from his computer. Let's carry on.
That I feel that I can put my trust in completely. And I think we have. Okay, but this could be a never-ending story. I think I addressed that earlier. Wrong commitment every Wednesday continues update. If not able to, I agree with you. That was from Vembu. Wrong commitment every Wednesday continues, no update. If not able to produce specified time, then how face the team under me when they're asking a refund after launch? I will join like that feedback I received. You're right. Look, Shavez is going to continue to come every Wednesday and update everybody as he should. Wednesday's his day. He should be here. Believe me, the day he doesn't turn up, panic will start. And that may happen. We don't know when there's a day that he's perhaps sick. This guy's working almost around the clock. Probably doesn't get more than 4 hours of sleep in a day. There may be a day when he's sick and he doesn't turn up. And you watch the panic then. But believe me, this guy will turn up every Wednesday to give his update.
Now, Shavez, really? How can you keep turning up knowing that your DAO, you had 60 days to do something about your precious DAO company, and you did nothing? A DAO. Listen to what a DAO is. A decentralized, automatic organization. A DAO is a system developed to distribute decision-making, management, and entry ownership. I hope I'm saying that right. That's what it's all about. That is truly what it's all about. So it was handing over the responsibility of everything to a group of people. That means if you were part of that DAO, you could be finding yourself in a courtroom because you were part of a decentralized, autonomous organization. It's probably a blessing that Shavez didn't get it set up and had it revoked. We did have it set up and then lost it, because now you can go after Shavez. You can go after the management. Remember, he's got a team of developers that we've never, ever seen. We've never seen them. I challenged Sam Lee when he claimed he had 8,000 staff. What did he do? I think he said 5,000. Can't remember. I think he walked around and pointed out all the buildings that he claimed his staff were in. These buildings were owned from a different person. He claimed he was a billionaire. I got chatting to Sam, found out he wasn't a billionaire. I said, why did you claim you were a billionaire if you're not a billionaire? It was all to create hype and pompous baba, whatever that is. Anyway, let's listen to Shavez. Let's listen to this guy just a little bit more because it's comical.
He didn't give that update saying we were going to launch on Friday just for the fun of it. There's no way he was in the office thinking to himself, I know what'll upset these people. I'll tell them we're going to launch on Friday, but I'm not actually going to launch on Friday. Shavez is a successful businessman in the tech world. He is a celebrity in the tech world. There are people all over the world who want him to build their projects.
I don't. Just so you know, this recording was actually on the 19th of the 5th. So nearly 3 weeks ago.
Because he employs the best and he is the best. So it's easy to say afterwards, he shouldn't have announced launch. But if he thought we were going to launch, why wouldn't he have announced it? It's a double-edged sword, isn't it? So I agree with you to some degree. We must have some evidence and confirmation that this product really exists. Look, I'm not here to convince you of anything, but what more evidence do you want?
What more evidence do you want? Have you bought a $500 license? Some people have bought 10 licenses. Joe here has told everyone that if you buy a $500 license within 24 hours, you could make $1,500. He said that is very doable. And then he encouraged people to compound their licenses and buy 3 more licenses the next day, and then 9 licenses the following day, and just carry on doing the same old thing. The big question that we really want to ask everybody, now they're claiming that you're going to get 3 times your return on your investment. How long will it take to receive 3 times your return on your investment? Because the other day they talked about $5 a day. Now, this is starting to sound very similar to Hyperverse. Hyperverse is a massive Ponzi scheme. Why is it governed? Isn't this arbitrage? When they were doing all the testing, beta testing, we found the code in the website and nothing was allowed to go over 1.3%. So if you traded between $1 and $33, for example, they varied at each platform that you traded on, no one would get more than 1.3. 1.3. And then we told people they traded on this exchange and they traded for $100, we would guarantee them exactly how much money they would get paid into the MetaMask wallet. People who paid $500 for a license, we never heard of anyone getting more than $19 back. Remember, 65% of that $500 went back to the affiliate platform to pay the marketers. Joe has 65%, and other people 65% of the money that went in. Because when people were starting to ask for refunds, Carl Miller said, "Oh, that's going to be a bit tricky, because 65% of your money that you pay for that license went to the affiliate crew, and I don't think the affiliate crew want to give the money back." We heard one guy who bought a $10,000 license. This was 4 months ago, and he made $587, I think, back, because that's what they drip fed his own money back to him. He blew it all in a day. How do you think he's feeling now, knowing that $6,500 of his $10,000 went to people like Joe? And the remainder of it, $587 went back to him. They drip fed in his own MetaMask wallet, and he's got that back. And then he had to sit there and wait. And now he's been waiting over 100 days. How do you think he feels? What do you think he wants to do about it? Maybe they could hide this whole company behind a DAO and no one could be responsible. Imagine how that is now. It's quite exciting. A little bit
Every transaction is on the blockchain. All your profit goes into your MetaMask. We've got partnerships with GameStop Memes, who's the largest gaming company in the world. We've
GameStop Memes, that's a good one.
now got a partnership with CoinGecko and CoinMarketCap.
Can you prove that, guys? Because I don't think so. And if you want to know about the partnership they have with MetaMask, I'll show you a picture of that in a second.
We have our own blockchain, which is a verified blockchain.
A blockchain that is not even established or anything. It's running within itself. It's basically, in my opinion, it's a fake blockchain. Nobody can get their money out of the BTCC blockchain. No one can get their money out of We Are All Satoshi. And no one can get any money out of the fake arbitrage trading they're running. So it seems like a one-way street with your money, doesn't it? Well, it is a one-way street. No one has been able to make any money out of this. And I have heard that even the affiliates aren't getting paid. But what you can do is you can play the game of Monopoly, can't you? You can trade within the platform. Maybe that's what they'll start next, is a metaverse. And this can be their own banking system. But no one can get the money back to fiat currency. No one. And if you have, and you think I'm full of baloney, then you let me know. Because I've been saying that for the last 6 or 7 months, and nobody has ever bothered to say to me, "Oh, yeah, I'm getting my money out."
We have our own crypto token that is a duplicate of Bitcoin, and that's
Duplicate of Bitcoin. Yeah, that was great. So what they did, they told everyone that you could go and you could sign up and you'd get a miner. And then you connect your miner to the node. And then you were able to, how did it work? You got the node, and then you needed to mine. But then to harvest your coin, now this is not the same as Bitcoin. You needed B fuel. And at one point, you had to pay $100 to harvest one token or one coin, whatever they're called. It's unreal. And once again, money's going in, and it's not the same as Bitcoin. Bitcoin's worth a shit ton of money at the moment.
Bitcoin code. Everybody's got a miner that is mining, and we're all mining Bitcoin code. We have a USDT BTC20.
But you can't get it off the platform. And that what we believe, they're using these USDT BT20 tokens to buy new licenses. So if you go to the exchange, and that's enough of Joe. So let's just flip there quickly, and I'll show you something interesting. Now, this is just a theory, but I don't think we're wrong. If you go to TronScan, you can see a pattern forming here. Loading. Wow, 64,000. More money has gone out of here. Now, we have watched, brace yourself, over $140 million in the last 6 months disappear. We believe that people can use their USDT that they have within We Are All Satoshi to purchase new accounts. This is what happened with Hyperverse. People were purchasing new accounts, setting them up for people, family and friends, and then asking their family and friends to pay for them in cash. And this was called money laundering. So if you're one of those persons that have had some kind-hearted friend or family member set you up your account and then hand it over to you, this is what we believe is happening. If that is the case, let us know. And if you're uncertain, give us your wallet addresses and we will track the transaction and see whether your money that you paid went into We Are All Satoshi's wallets or it went into your friend's wallet. Because if it went into your friend's wallet, then this is what we believe was happening. Now, see $51 in here. I'll make it a bit bigger. $51 would have been someone creating a We Are All Satoshi account. $50 would have been somebody potentially purchasing their left or their right leg, and then their right leg. See? And then if you go down here enough, oh my God, there's another $50,000 going out, another $5,000 going out. But you see $500, boomerang license, $500, boomerang license, $500, boomerang license. So we have tracked, I have personally tracked $250,000 in a day going off out of the system, off the Binance. $250,000 worth of boomerang licenses purchased in a day. Well done, Shavez. Recently, we can see that when these Zoom meetings get full and they announce that Shavez is going to be in the Zoom meeting, instead of having 200 or 300 people in the Zoom meetings, they will be maxed out at 1,000. And now Shavez claims he's on the way to Vietnam because somebody said, Lucky's been in a Zoom meeting with a maxed out room of 1,000, and some guy said that he had a team of 42,000. Next thing we hear that Shavez is on the way to Vietnam. Now, I'm going to do my best to contact the customs in Vietnam. I'm going to show them the videos of Shavez, and I want them patted down at customs. I want them to see what type of man is coming to Vietnam to defraud Vietnamese people. What I want to do now is I want to just show you the breaking news from my mate, Rob. He's got a YouTube channel and he's been exposing these scammers as well. So I'm going to flip to the screen and then we're probably just about calling it quits, and I'll put up some of the messages on the screen. Thanks for putting the global guide up there, Susie. Nice to have you in here. Susie's been working hard trying to stop this DAO, and it really is a beautiful day that the DAO has been terminated, and it's really, really exciting. But I just want to play the first couple of minutes of Rob's video, and I love that look on Rob's face right now. That there is just the best look ever for Rob. Rob has been working on his beautiful skills of presenting, and that's a great pose there, Rob. We'll just leave that there for a second longer. Here we go.
Two about tonight. Good grief. Anyway, we're going to cover the Chavez's announcement, his update.
Well, let's start one again.
I want to talk to you at night. Two about tonight. Good grief.
Now that's why I'm doing the news there, Rob. Should we listen to that again? Sorry, Rob. Rob's a professional stutterer, by the way.
Hello, everybody. My name's Rob. Great to have you here. What are we going to talk to you at night? Two about tonight. Good grief. Anyway, we're going to cover the Chavez's announcement, his update. But having listened to the UK Prime and using a few curse words, listening to it and shaking my head several times, to do my research, I decided to do something different. I decided that I was going to listen to the Hindi meeting and read the subtitles. So that's what I've done. Because if you're like me and you're an English speaker, you probably went to the UK Prime, you would have heard that. And if you haven't heard that,
So that was last night. And this year he had breaking news about Sam Lee, and he also the news about the DAO and how they had been it's dead. It's dead. And the whole idea of the DAO is gone. You can't revive it. It's the worst. So that was a really good video. Thank you, Rob. And I was taking the piss out at the start. You would have done the same to me if you had an opportunity. I know that. The next video we're going to show you is the one he did today, which really took the cake. And I just really want to say, he even put himself into a very serious. Oh, that's another great pose there from Rob. But listen to the start of this one. It says Boomerang DAO dissolved dead. What could it mean? Now, I just put the link to Rob's video in the chat room. And if you're watching the replay, there's a couple of wee dots. You can flip over to the live chat replay, and you can listen to that again. And I'll just put this one in as well. And here we go.
Bum, 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 bum.
Bum, 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 bum.
Just waiting to see if I go live here, ladies and gentlemen, and I think I'm live, so we're off and racing. Hi, everybody. The DAO is dead. Long live the DAO. I don't know why they say that. Like when the king is dead or the queen is dead or whatever, and they say, like the king is dead, long live the king, or the queen is dead, long live the queen. But the DAO is dead. Wyoming shot down the DAO. A little bit like Wyatt, little bit like Jesse Jones or whatever, but it's all over Red Rover. That's essentially. So I'm just going to go through. We've been interviewing Chet Kapita, my good mate. But just in case you missed it last night, the DAO is officially dead, and someone's just sent me a Zoom link. Adam Salmon. I'm not too sure what you mean by that. However, this is not a Zoom meeting. Anyway, so let's get on with the show. This here.
So if you want Rob's version of what I've just told you, then please do go check out Rob's channel. And it really is a victory to myself, Rob, and the Avengers. Susie Stealth worked bloody hard at getting this where actually can really make a difference. We really value the support that we get from our community. And we're just I'm just absolutely delighted. I'm going to go to bed at 12:30 tonight instead of 3 o'clock in the morning. It's not Shavez that's been working around the clock and only getting 4 hours sleep. It's Danny DeHeck and the Avengers. We have got our finger on the pulse here. As I said earlier, we're a small organization, but god damn, we're making a difference. God damn, we are. Yeah, and we're really proud of it. But no DAO, this is something that their cornerstone. This is the when they weren't a registered entity, they used to say that they're becoming a registered entity and they'll be legal, which means that you've just invested in an illegal company. They had a DAO set up and then they let it lapse. They had 60 days to fix it. You just heard Joe saying that Shavez is one of the most respected people in the industry. People want him to do his projects. We heard that about Sam Lee, didn't we? Look, there was a new organization that came out today. It's in one of my videos. I'm looking at the website. It's exactly the same as We Are All Satoshi. These guys are all working out of the same building in Dubai. Crypto G, Susie Stealth are watching the crypto wallets. We're watching the money move around. They're literally going from one Ponzi scheme. The money is moving from places like Diversal topped up the wallets of We Are All Satoshi. The money is moving from one Ponzi scheme to another on the blockchain. We've got evidence of that. If you're a government official and you want access to our research, we have kept a database. We've currently got 165 different people that we've done deep dives into. We've got people ranging from New Zealand, Australia, Canada, America, the Netherlands, Vietnamese people. We've got people from all around the world. So reach out to us and we're willing to share our information with you. We don't want these guys to start up another rinse and repeat Ponzi scheme tomorrow morning when Shavez decides not to show. What is Shavez going to do tomorrow? Is he going to launch this 100% product that he claims? He said on Monday that the product is 100% ready to go. I don't know about you, but if I'm 100% deliriously happy that this DAO has been struck off or archived, then I'm delirious. I'm 100%. But Shavez is meant to be launching it this week, he said. 100 days ago, they had the launch. 100 days ago, Shavez said they were 100% ready to go then. Are you being played? Have you invested in We Are All Satoshi? Have you bought yourself a node for $27,000? A $27,000 node was going to give you 182% profit every 12 months. No one has made any more money. Only thing that people have done is they've become part of a cult. Are you part of a cult? Come on, guys. It's time to storm the castle. It's time to stand up for yourselves. You know this isn't right. You know that you've had money. I spoke to a lady today who told me that she's lost over $100,000 in these Ponzi schemes. Every single Ponzi scheme I mentioned, she said that she invested in this one, that one. She had a team of people. I said, what do you do it for? She said, oh, I'm sort of addicted to it. I said, well, can you stop it? Can you stop investing in these stupid schemes, for God's sake? Stop it. You're feeding the animals. Help us stop these things. Let's make a difference. Let's make a difference. Do you want your kids to grow up in a world where they think that it's okay to scam people? I mean, what is the purpose of Shavez? Is he a puppet? Does he still work for a hypertech group? I believe he does. Where's Sam Lee gone? And like 6 months ago, I was on the tail of Sam Lee. America has charged him for serious fraud in connection to his involvement with Hyperverse, a $1.9 billion scam. Well, Danny DeHeck, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, believes it's $4 billion scam. Where's Sam Lee at the moment? Roy Kanacher reckons he served him documents to appear in court. Do you think he's really going to show? Do you think the Dubai police are going to go knock on Sam's door? Hey, Sam, you've been charged for serious fraud again. You know, you better go this time. Roy's coming after you. You know, I mean, these guys just get away. What about Kalpesh Patel? We know what happened to Keith Williams, don't we? Oh, he's down there, Keith. What about Brenda Chunga? She got charged. She admitted guilt. She got sentenced. I don't know what the sentence. Do you know what happened to Brenda Chunga? She was an informant for the Men in Black. She was trying to entrap Sam Lee. What about Ryan Jew? Where's he? What about Clayton Ford? Where is he? Where's the Humphreys? They brought in $22 million. What about my favorite? The blurry-faced suckerfish lady. Brittany Smart. Where are you gone? She said she never made any money, but she was in there getting charismatic. You know, how many people? Tammy Jackson. Here she is today in another Zoom meeting, pushing down the throats of people, miracle, cash, and more. And the guy had an accolade of things that they owned. And then I jumped on to Behind MLM, and it listed all the fraudulent claims that company had made. But here she is today trying to push that down your throat. It's got to stop, guys. You've got to stand up for ourselves. We've got to storm the castle. Don't let the Chavezes get on a Zoom meeting tomorrow morning and tell you, I'm going to launch next week. Whitney Smart, Miracle Cash, Pinnaky Nark. I mean, where the hell is Pinnaky Nark these days? What about Des Amy? Isn't that great, eh? What was his one called? I think it was called something Wealth Club. And they've closed his company down. I haven't even looked at the paperwork for it yet. I saw Rob's getting all this stuff. He's better at writing out, reading things out than me. But Des Amy, you know, he went to 9 countries, Kenya, you know, Nigeria, and he went on tour, and he did presentations trying to get people into Hyperverse. Lovely guy. Go to the third world countries and try and scam them. He's a Nigerian himself. I mean, what a man of gold, eh? You know, I mean, what about Jan Gregory? You know, here he was just the other day. I did a video about him. What about Andre Christensen, the man behind Super 0.1. I mean, how many false claims do you need? You know, what's the little boy that cried wolf? Remember that? How many lies do you need these guys to tell you before you give it up? I mean, they're selling you what I call a camper van. Camper van is a great thing. Now, if you buy a camper van, keep it for 5 years, just about guarantee you'll be able to sell it for the same amount of money that you bought it for. Do you know why that is? Because you're not buying a camper van. You're selling a holiday, and you can have control of where you go, and you can have all your belongings with you. That's why camper vans maintain their value. So these guys are selling you a passive income. Are they really? Why are these guys struggling at the moment? Why is people like Carl Havenstein struggling at the moment? He alleged that I've ruined his life. All in 1 week and 2 videos, I've ruined his life. And here he is telling us he hasn't paid his, because of all the things I did just last week, he hasn't been able to pay his rent for the last month. You know, and Tammy Jackson's going, this is the one we've been waiting for. You know, and she's got 3 Ponzi schemes going at the same time that I know of. How many do I not know of? And Alicia, a lady who seems to be her wing lady at the moment. She's a professional singer. Looked like she had a shiny career as a singer. And here she is in there promoting Ponzi schemes and scams. What about Carl Miller, Yvonne Henry? What about the other one, Janet Hoyt? What about Kate Longley? And what about George Marcus, the guy that goes up and down the beaches looking for teenage girls to take for the ride for their life in the back of his jet ski? How many of these people do you have to help line their pockets? What do I need to do? Let me know in the comments section. Can you support me by giving me information? We've got some amazing correspondence going around the globe at the moment. Lots of government organizations are starting to listen to what we are saying. We've got a lot of people that have got good writing skills, better than mine, and they're sending emails to all sorts of people. And we're finally getting some traction. When I first got in the New York Times, I got approached by a couple of whistleblower companies asking me if I wanted to get involved, and I have never got involved. I've talked to them, but I've never got involved in the whistleblower companies. If I receive $1 million back from some scammer, the IRS in their policies claim that you'll get 30% of the money. And one day I might be lucky enough to get that, and I hope I do. And I'm sure you hope I do as well. But another organization reached out to me who was fighting Ponzi schemes and scams. And they said one Ponzi scheme that they were tracking, they had tracked 11 people who died by suicide because they were promised a passive income opportunity. They had put their whole superannuation money into it and lost a lot. Not saying all of the 11 did, but 11 of them died by suicide. They took their own lives. So these guys that you're supporting who aren't regulated financial advisors are providing you financial advice. And because they go after people who have religious backgrounds or belief in God or want to be part of a community or maybe lonely or desperate after COVID. Times are hard. And Zoom was our comfort, wasn't it? Zoom provided us a lot of comfort. We could go there and meet our friends, our family, and we were sitting at home under lock and key. But then the scammers come along, started using Zoom to get into your home, get into that screen, that one-on-one decision. These guys have got training, NLP training, where they know how to say things 6 times in a sentence. That when you hear it the 7th time, your brain goes, it's true and it's genuine. Well, do not listen to these people preach their propaganda because they are slowly brainwashing you. Are you addicted to investment opportunities? Break the cycle. Go ask a regulated financial advisor if you should invest in your next opportunity. Buy crypto. All these scams aren't anything to do with crypto other than it's a payment gateway. I've got a little bit of crypto and I'm talking a few $100s. I don't even look at it anymore. I just leave it. It's about $600. I started off with $250 and it's up to $600, went up to $1,200 at one point, and now it's back to $600 or $700. I don't really know. I don't really care, but I've got a little bit of crypto. It's fun. It's good fun watching it go up and down, but this isn't crypto. This is people using crypto terminology to fool you out of your money. Don't do it anymore. Shavez just let his most precious thing lapse. He had 60 days to fix it, and he didn't do anything. And now he's not a DAO. Why would he do that? And will he come out tomorrow morning and tell you a whole new bunch of lies? Who are you going to believe, him or me? I hope you believe me and my Avengers. It's been a glorious day. 21 minutes to 1 for Danny the Heck. And also, I see another Kiwi in the chat room there. Good on you. Thanks for your support, guys. You know when you push the wrong button on the keyboard? I went to push this one. I'm Danny the Heck, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, and it's been a glorious day. I really thank you for your support. I'm here to name and shame anyone running a Ponzi scheme or a scam. I've got no reason to stop. I'm not going anywhere, but your money might be going the wrong direction. Start saving your money. Buy some crypto. Stop investing in investment scams. We'll see you in the next one. Hey, MK, nice to see you here. I love your emails. We have secret emails back and forth. Nice to see you here. And it must be like somewhere that's over there on the other side of the world. I've got to go now. I've got to go to bed. All right, see you guys. I'll get ready for tomorrow morning's meeting, but don't tell anyone. I'll go to bed about 2 o'clock instead of 3 o'clock today. See you guys. Have a good night, day, morning, whatever it is. Bye.